Hey YouTube fragrance world and enthusiast, addicts, whatever you want to call yourself. Thank you for stopping by today. My name is Benjamin at the Centaur Fragrance Channel, and today we're going to be talking about, how do you say this? De Marbella by the House of Primera Fragrances. These are from Kuwait. I was sent these from the owner. Of course, they do want a review. They want somebody to put a face to their brand. Their website is still in development, so I'm definitely going to give them a voice and put their fragrances out there for you. So let's talk about this fragrance, and I did give you all full disclosure. Let's talk about this juice. This is more of a, almost like a tropical floral coconut fragrance, but to my nose, it's a little bit more sour, and it almost has a little bit of an incensey feel. Now, there are more notes to this fragrance, but I'm going to link the website down below and try to get all the information I can for you guys. You know, I really don't want to dive into the notes. You know, sometimes I do, and I tell you all the composition because I think the notes are interesting. I think the notes are pertinent to the fragrance. But this is one of those fragrances where you're just going to smell a few accords. You're not going to smell all the notes. The notes aren't really meant to be discerned very well. You're just going to get a general smell. So what you're going to get out of this fragrance, to my nose, is a sour, almost powdery coconut. That's mostly what you get out of this fragrance. There's not a lot of development out of this fragrance. As it dries down, it becomes a little bit more powdery, and the coconut really holds on. That might be a big plus to you. It might be a big positive. This is one of the longest lasting, if not the longest lasting coconut fragrance I've ever come across. But it's a little bit more dry of a coconut. It's a little bit more dusty. And when you hear coconut, you often expect tropical fragrances. You often expect booziness. You often expect sweetness. But this fragrance doesn't have a lot of sweetness to it. So it's a little bit more of a everyday, 24/7 versatile coconut fragrance that could be worn to the office. That might be a big plus to y'all. Maybe you're a business lady. Maybe you love coconut. Maybe you're a guy. I don't know who this fragrance is really for. And maybe you just love coconut and you've always wanted to have a fragrance that is maybe a little bit more office appropriate. Or maybe you just want to layer a coconut with other fragrances without things being too sweet. Or maybe layer this fragrance with other fragrances that are already sweet and maybe tame down the sweetness a little bit. Maybe this fragrance would be really good for layering. I don't know who this fragrance is for. I do think it's nice. I have got ladies' opinions. Ladies do like this fragrance a lot more than I personally do, and they can't explain why, but they do think it's very nice. I think that in my opinion, it's going to remind you of potpourri almost, but like a coconut potpourri. I don't know. I don't know what to say, but it does smell nice. It doesn't smell bad. I don't find it terribly exciting. I don't find it terribly interesting. And again, this was sent to me for review, guys. I could be hyping this up. I could say it's the next best thing. You know, some people criticize if you accept anything, but this fragrance honestly isn't the most exciting thing for me. But there's going to be people out there who do enjoy this fragrance. I'll talk about the price later on. The price might be a deal breaker for you, but not bad juice. On my skin, this was anywhere from a 5 to 7 hour fragrance. On clothes, it'll definitely last longer. And this is more of a light fragrance, and you know, that's definitely could be easily worn on clothes. Projection wise, it was more on the average side of projection. It was noticeable, but it's not a big projector. Sillage is pretty good. And again, you know, I say 5 to 7 hours. It kind of probably is a little bit better. My skin doesn't seem to work well with coconut or powdery notes a lot of the times, and I don't know why, but expect on your skin probably to get closer to the 7, but depending on your skin, you might get closer to 5. Anyways, compliment factor. Ladies love this fragrance. If you know, for a more mature, laid back, casual, you know, kind of coconut fragrance, not something overtly girly, not for something overtly sweet. Mature ladies seem to like it more than the playful, you know, younger gals out there. They didn't really find this too appealing. They would rather have something cotton candy like, you know, they'd rather like, you know, buy something playful, Ariana Grande's Cloud, you know, things like that, you know, big top sellers that really work, that are kind of pretty sweet. This is a little bit more laid back, a little bit more casual, maybe, you know, something that could be layered, maybe something that could come off as a second skin kind of smell. Might give you, you know, somebody the impression of you wearing maybe a luxurious suntan lotion, perhaps. Maybe it could come off that way. A luxurious suntan lotion coconut suntan lotion, maybe with a little bit of florals added in, and it's a second skin. So if that sounds something to you that would work for you, it could work for you. Overall, with the price, I do think that this fragrance struggles, at least in my opinion. It's $130 for 100 mils for this full-size bottle. It's not a terrible price. The quality is here, but I do think that this fragrance begs to have vanilla. A lot more, if it has vanilla in it, a lot more vanilla. And even if it's more of a dry, dusty vanilla, I think that this fragrance needs more of it to really give this fragrance a little bit more of a playful edge, to give this fragrance a little bit more, you know, a little bit more, I don't know, that kind of vibe that you would want. You know, fun in the sun, fun, easygoing, out and about fragrance. I do think that it needs a little bit more of almost like a dry, almost powdery vanilla. And it would be really nice to have something. This is supposed to be more of an aquatic fragrance, but to me it's feeling like it needs to be almost more of a semi-gourmand. That's where my nose is going. So like adding some white chocolate perhaps would be really fun with this fragrance as well. Anyways, that's where my mind is going. This is meant to be more of a summertime, you know, coconut fragrance. So I guess I can't criticize it too much in that regard. But anyways, my friends, that's really my thoughts about this fragrance. I'm going to be gifting this one away. It's not going to stay in my collection. As a guy, you can wear this fragrance. It's very unisex. But I do think that it's going to appeal a little bit more towards the ladies. Just a little bit. Anyways, this is my final thoughts of De Marbella. Interesting creation. Again, these fragrances feel a little bit like Tiziana Terenzi's. If you like that smell, if you like the style of Tiziana Terenzi's, you might be interested in checking these out because they do have a similar kind of note profile, which I feel is kind of unique to Terenzi fragrances. They have their own little thing going on, and I feel like these are kind of similar. So check out this one. If you'd sound interesting, let me know in the comment sections below. Do you like coconut fragrances? Are coconut fragrances your thing? Have you always wanted a dry, dusty, maybe potpourri like coconut fragrance? Does this sound interesting to you? Would you buy something like this maybe to layer with other fragrances? $130 for 100 mils for layering with other fragrances. This fragrance would be great to layer again with other fragrances. So let me know what you think. And of course, if you like my video today, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share the video, and tell a friend. Thank you for helping me in my channel to grow. We're a fragrance family, we're a community, and thank you so much for being here and enjoying my video today. So I'll see you next time, everybody. Wear what you love, you know, find a fragrance that you truly love and rock it. You know, that's what this is all about. You know, don't buy into fragrances that are hyped. Don't buy into fragrances that just because somebody says you have to have it, or that you must have it, or that you should have it. Buy a fragrance because you like it. That's what I'm all about. Thank y'all for being here, my friends. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe. Be careful. And I'll see you next time, everybody. Bye.